Carolina Panthers, taking on Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in Week 1.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. First drive will start at the 25. First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense. And leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game, because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing you, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two. And if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Winston. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's Smith to return it. And penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. And the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. Only able to get it to his own 20 after breaking through the contact. The numbers for go. A boatload of carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Here's Darnold. Conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up.
And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Darnold down to throw. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy who used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Winston now after the fumble recovery. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Winston now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in his position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And that is incomplete. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Darnold. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Darnold. Finds the open target, Arnold. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the traders take a look, we'll step aside. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line.
And Robbie Anderson makes a nice catch there for a 1st down. Now in his 2nd year with the Panthers. But he has a history with Sam Darnold, his new quarterback. They played together with the Jets in Darnold's first 2 seasons. 2018 and 2019.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to a field goal. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 128 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Winston on 3rd and 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. This is Anderson over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. $10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, they got him again. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Joseph Charlton and the punt team on now for the Panthers.
Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers to the Packers a week ago, but they've got the lead right now here as they come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll throw again. Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And a nifty catch there for a 1st down by Michael Thomas. Still getting used to the fact that it's not Drew Brees throwing him passes. Never really 100% in 2020. Battled some injuries along the way. Ended up only suiting up for 7 games, 40 catches. That's a tough drop because in 2019, had 149 catches, an NFL record.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That's Ryan Ramczyk, the former 1st-round pick. To throw is Winston. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On 2nd down, Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Winston. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Winston.
Quick slant here to Smith. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And Traquan Smith, now in his 4th year from UCF, still expanding his repertoire, finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a first down.
Montgomery. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here.
And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down throw, Darnold. Again, he finds more. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They get the versatile Cameron Irving that time. Former first-round pick out of Florida State. Darnold. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. To throw again on second down. Darnold.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Darnold. That caught by Trimble. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is good. And they're back with it a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Winston. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Winston. Over the middle to Smith. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Winston. Flush to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Carolina getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
Not sure much more could have been done there defensively. One up with him, tried to knock it away, tried to get an arm in, unsuccessfully.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Jameis Winston who's been on target in the first half. His guys have the lead as we send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. The Carolina Panthers picked up Tommy Tremble in the third round from Notre Dame. This is a tight end with terrific upside, a tremendous blocker, now showing good hands on that catch for a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's Darnold. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Bullet throw, but incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Running with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the Saints not only missing Drew Brees from last year, they also lost their top tight end, Jared Cook, to the Chargers. So tight end, it's a position in flux. But that's a nice grab there to pick up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Winston.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moore. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Right back to Hubbard.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Faking the give, Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Darnold on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right?
And Winston lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard.
And he's brought down.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
The play fake, and it's Darnold. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Darnold down to throw. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
here as the kick's away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. We get a look at the Carolina defense as they work their way into position. Coming off that fumble recovery last time, so maybe they come out here with bigger eyes, a little bit more excitement.
No doubt about it, and I would hate to be a guy in the NFL nowadays that has the football in his hands. Because in the old days, you just worried about getting tackled. Now, they're trying to strip the football, create the takeaways, and that's often more embarrassing than getting knocked to the ground.
Have they gotten much better since your playing days at stripping the football?
So far beyond what we used to talk about. Our thing was just securing tackles, and if turnovers were a result of the tackle, the next guy in, he's working to stripping the ball out, creating takeaways, getting it away from the offense is crucial.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. And there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Two 1st downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Peyton Turner in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That's complete to Troutman, right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Kamara trying the right side, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To throw, Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That is caught by Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 59 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You can wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Darnold. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Pass caught by Reggie Bonifay. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hand off to Bonifay. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
2nd and 7.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Thomas. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas from 8 yards out, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
So what a comeback here. They look like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a 4th quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
On the return, Deontay Harris.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Winston.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. And Winston lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
And it caught up to him. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hubbard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, The night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Play fake. Winston. Thomas brings it in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up X.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation. The catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Darnold from the gun. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is is going to have the Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. Again, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Darnold. And he fires one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd down again. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 86 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. Jameis now on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On 2nd down, Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Winston. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery shelling through the up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And off comes to Montgomery. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The give. This is Montgomery. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. They run. Montgomery. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And Lutz puts this one through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute to go. Now they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Here's Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Darnold to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.